Hello Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to another reading. Let's see the overall energy between you and the person you're connecting with or will be connecting with. Interesting. We have reconciliation. We also have express your love. And then we also have new love. But then we have give your relationship a chance that follows. This feels like somebody trying to salvage a relationship here. Now, of course, this could be your overall energy, Scorpio, or this could be somebody that you recently experienced a separation with, especially with reconciliation being out here. So currently at the moment, there could very well be a separation at play, and you have someone here trying to reel you back in all over again. Of course, this could all be vice versa, where you're trying to reel someone back in all over again. But let's focus on you first, Scorpio, and then we'll jump over to your person. How does Scorpio currently view? They're back. They're back. They're back. They're back. Especially with judgment. I don't feel like you're extending yourself to absolutely anyone here. I feel like someone's extending themselves to you. There's somebody that refuses to leave you alone. Now, it's pretty evident to me, Scorpio, that you want to leave this entire situation behind between you and this person, and you want to head towards the new here. And granted, don't get me wrong, heading towards a new, wanting to release yourself from this entire situation here between you and this person, it's definitely hurting you to do so. But I feel like a lot of you have experienced a lot of letdowns and a lot of disappointments by this person, to the point where a lot of you feel like you just can't take it anymore. A lot of you also essentially feel like you currently find yourself in a vicious cycle here with this person. You know, a lot of you are looking at your current situation like you don't necessarily see room for improvement here between you and this person. So a lot of you feel like you have no choice but to kind of let this person, this relationship go. Even though it hurts you to do this, you're doing it. But I feel like somebody has a very difficult time letting you go. That's one thing that I will say. There's somebody here that refuses to kind of leave you alone. And I do kind of feel like it's this person that's trying to salvage this relationship. I don't feel like it's you that's trying to salvage this relationship, but with the Queen of Pentacles being out here, I feel like this is you trying to stick to your decision as much as you possibly can, and not allow whatever it is that this person has to say sway you in any way, shape, or form. Because I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is you trying your hardest to really stick to your guns here, no matter what they say, no matter what they do. I feel like you're really trying your hardest to stick to this decision as far as closing the cycle out between you and this person is concerned. But it's hard, because I kind of feel like here you are trying to move forward and try to move on with your life, and you have this person, you know, still trying to get back with you. So it is kind of making, I would say, like the moving on process probably a little bit difficult for you. The fact that, you know, they're still in your energy field, the fact that they're still trying to get with you and try to work things out with you. I mean, it could very well be making this moving on process a little bit difficult for you. But let's see. How does this person currently view this relationship? We have the King of Swords. We also have the Three of Cups. And then we also have the 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. Tell me more about this King of Swords, please. This is interesting. This is an overall energy of, I know exactly what I'm going to say. I know exactly what I'm going to say. With the Three of Cups being out here, the Three of Cups for me as a reader can also represent a coming together, a reconciliation here. You know, this is somebody who feels pretty confident that they can bring this relationship back together all over again, despite whatever's causing this ending here between you and them. They feel like they know exactly what to say to you to bring this relationship back together all over again. It does feel a little bit, I'm going to attempt to say this freaking word. I feel like I butcher it every time. It does slightly feel a little bit manipulative. That's one thing that I will say. I'm not going to say that word again. I mean, no surprise, we do have the Magician, which can definitely insinuate somebody who's trying to kind of manipulate you. Because this is like an overall energy of, I know exactly what I'm going to say to Scorpio. I know exactly what I'm going to do to bring this relationship back together all over again. It's almost in a sense where they feel pretty confident within themselves that they can pull off this reconciliation, because they know exactly what to say to you. They know exactly what to do. Okay. You know what? I want to grab another deck here because I do want to clarify the King of Swords a little bit more, because I'm not feeling this overall energy of like, I know exactly what I'm going to say. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I don't like it. I don't like the overall energy, to be completely honest. It does feel very I'm not going to, should I attempt to say it again? It does feel a little bit manipulative. That's one thing that I will say, but I'm going to grab the other deck because the other deck has the cards in the upright and the reverse. But let me pause the video and let me go grab it and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So we're going to clarify the King of Swords. I already shuffled the deck here, so let's just get into it. Tell me more about this King of Swords. You could be dealing with an Aquarius specifically, possibly a Gemini, maybe even a Libra. Tell me more about this King of Swords. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. Tell me more about the King of Swords. This entire situation between you and this person could very well be transpiring because of a third-party situation. Of course, that's not going to resonate for all of you. If in the event there is a third-party situation at play, you would definitely be aware of it. But anyways, we have the Three of Swords, and then we also have the Two of Swords. This is very interesting because the 3 to the 2 creates a Five of Swords at play. This is like an overall energy of somebody who knows that they're kind of in the wrong, but they don't want to admit it. Like, it does kind of have that feel to it. Even then, look at that. With the Devil in the reverse to the Four of Cups, it's like an overall energy of somebody knowing that they're essentially in the wrong here, but it's almost in a sense where it's like they refuse to essentially admit that, especially to you. Okay. So then there's that. You know, I do feel like this person's trying to manipulate this entire situation here, which is not something that I'm a fan of, especially with this overall energy of, I know exactly what I'm going to say. I know exactly what I'm going to do. And then we have like the Three of Swords to the Two of Swords in the reverse. Like, this is like an overall energy of somebody who knows that they're kind of in the wrong here. Even with the Devil in the reverse to the Four of Cups, but that overall energy of somebody essentially refusing to acknowledge that and also admit that is also kind of at play here, which is not something that I really do like. But let's keep going. I want to look at this Nine of Swords. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords. You know, a lot of you might feel like, a lot of you might even feel like this person has a tendency of playing like a lot of head games with you. Like, a lot of you honestly at this point in time don't even know what to believe from this person. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords for Scorpio. Okay, nothing wanted to come out. Oh, well, look who's here. The Five of Swords. Yeah. You know, I just feel like a lot of you feel like this person is just doing nothing but playing, but look. A lot of you essentially feel like this person does nothing but play head games with you. Which, I can definitely agree to that. How does Scorpio currently feel? So we have the Two of Wands, we also have the Two of Cups, and then we also have the High Priestess. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Wands, we also have the Hermit, and then we also have the Tower. This is interesting because with the Three of Wands coming out here for you, this is like an overall energy of you wanting to essentially let all of this go here, but I feel like you're having a difficult time doing that, Scorpio, because of the amount of love that you actually have for this person and for the relationship that you've built with this person thus far. So it looks like you currently find yourself in a little bit of a difficult situation, Scorpio, because this to me screams an overall energy of something pulling you back to this. Okay, because we're going from, that's it, I'm done, I can't take this anymore. Like, I feel like this entire situation between you and this person is starting to become a burden. I feel like it's starting to add a lot of stress onto you. On top of that, Scorpio, it's just starting to become very difficult and also very unhealthy for you. But there's something that's pulling you back to this person. And I gotta be honest, I kind of feel like it has a lot to do with everything that they're saying to you. That's really causing you to want to gravitate towards them all over again. So we'll see. We'll see, because I feel like even though they could very well be telling you everything that you want to hear, Scorpio, you're still like in this overall energy of battling between, should I stay or should I go? Should I give this person another chance or should I not? What the hell do I do here? You're a little bit conflicted and a little bit confused here. And it does have a lot to do with the simple fact that you have this person basically in your ear, more than likely telling you everything that you want to hear. How does this person currently feel? We have the Four of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles. And then we also have the Ten of Cups. At the bottom of the At the bottom of the deck here, we do have the Ace of Wands, we have the Tower, we have the Five of Pentacles, and then we also have the Queen of Wands. I want to look at this Queen of Wands. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. Okay. I just wanted to double check to make sure you're the Queen of Wands in all this, which I do believe you are. You're coming across as a Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords energy, as well as the Six of Pentacles to the Hangman. You know, this is interesting, you know, because I feel like this person's kind of like at the verge, or at least they feel, let's say that. They feel like they're at the verge of basically losing you, all right? And according to them, you know, with the Ace of Wands to the Queen of Wands, you are basically what this person wants, and they clearly don't necessarily want to be without you, but they're looking at you as somebody who basically wants out, all right? And I feel like that in a sense is really starting to scare this person, especially because when they reflect on you and everything that you've done for them, they don't necessarily feel like they're going to find that shit elsewhere. In other words, you know, Six of Pentacles is somebody who's very kind, somebody who's very generous, somebody who means well, right? I feel like you've been really good to this one over here. And the thought of even losing someone like that, it is a little bit unsettling, I would say, for this person in particular. It is, you know, creating a tremendous amount of stress on top of that for this person. Now, with the Four of Swords to the Two of Cups to the Ten of Cups, this is interesting because this is like an overall energy of somebody feeling relieved. This is like an overall energy of somebody feeling relieved. And it has a lot to do with a Ten of Cups like energy, which it's kind of making me feel, Scorpio, like this person's going to end up getting their way with you. In other words, they're going to end up getting the outcome that they want. They're going to end up getting this reconciliation that they want here out of you. Which was kind of interesting because I did kind of notice you went from, that's it, I'm done, I'm not going to do this anymore, to something's kind of pulling you back all over again, which I do feel like it is this person. But there's like an overall energy of relief coming from this person. Tell me more about the Four of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We also have the Lovers. And we have the World. And then we also have the Temperance card. Yeah. This overall energy of relief has a lot to do with, you know, them essentially getting their baby back, sort of speak. Is like the best, like, way I can kind of describe what it is that I'm seeing here. Something's definitely going in this person's favor here. And I kind of feel like it does have a lot to do with them being able to bring this relationship back together all over again between you and them. So there's just that double confirmation right there that there is a reconciliation taking place here between you and this person. What actions will Scorpio take towards this person or moving forward? We have the Nine of Cups. We also have the King of Pentacles, and then we also have the Queen of Cups. True pair situation here. You know, I'm kind of surprised you didn't show up as an Empress, because you have all of the queens that basically came out here for you. And the Empress is basically the total package, honey. You can't find anything better than that. Hence why I feel like this one over here is a little bit afraid to lose you, because they know that they're not going to be able to find you elsewhere. Let's just be honest. What actions will this person take towards Scorpio or moving forward? Yeah, they're feeling very confident and victorious that something played out in their favor here. And I do feel like it's this reconciliation here between you and them. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Wands. We also have the Emperor with the Page of Cups to the Five of Swords. Then we have the King of Wands with the Hermit to the Five of Cups. You know, this is interesting. This is very interesting to me, because the Nine of Wands to the Five of Swords, you know, and then the Page of Cups. Page of Cups typically for me as a reader does like insinuate an apology. So yeah, they could very well be apologizing, you know, for whatever caused this ending here, or this separation, or this big fight between you and them to begin with. But you know what? I'm not even really getting that. Of course, they could very well apologize. How do I explain what I'm seeing here? How do I explain what I'm seeing here? I feel like this person's doing a whole lot of reflecting here when it comes down to how they can be while being in this dynamic that they share with you. And they're kind of reflecting on all of these moments where they've kind of messed up. they've hurt you, you know, things of that nature. And I feel like this person's telling themselves that it's fucking time to grow the fuck up. And I hate to cuss, man. I hate to cuss. Maybe this person cusses a lot, but I feel like they're telling themselves. Like I said, Page of Cups, it can represent an apology. You could be getting an apology coming from this person, but I don't even feel like that's the case. I feel like this person's telling themselves that they need to grow the fuck up. They need to grow the fuck up. They need to get their act together. Because if they don't, let's be honest, if they don't, they're going to constantly find themselves in this predicament with you. Does that make sense? Like, they're going to constantly find themselves in this predicament at the, like, basically at the verge of constantly losing you if they don't get their act together. And this is something that they're realizing on their own, that they need to kind of get their act together. They need to kind of grow up. They need to stop doing the stuff that they've been doing, right, while being in this dynamic that they share with you, because all it's doing is putting them in that position to possibly lose you. And we already saw that they don't want to lose you. And if that's the case and that's how they genuinely feel, they need to start kind of showing you that they don't want to lose you, and they need to stop, you know, making you feel / think that, you know, this relationship, you know, between you and them doesn't matter to them, because for some of you, you might even feel that way. But it's interesting because I feel like although things are playing out in this person's favor for now, right? They're getting the reconciliation that they want here from you. They're kind of telling themselves that they need to kind of grow up. They really need to kind of grow up here. Anyways, we have the Queen of Cups. We also have the Nine of Cups. And then we also have the King of Pentacles. True pair situation, by the way, between you and this person. You know, sometimes love makes us do some crazy things, right, Scorpio? You know, I feel like that's what it is. You know, I feel like you love this person. And although at times this relationship can be stressful, although at times, you know, you might find yourself, you know, telling yourself, what the hell am I doing here with this person? Why do I keep putting up with this? Truth be told, it's the love that you have for this person that's still kind of keeping you here, to be completely honest. Now, the only thing that I am kind of worried about is this. We have the Seven of Wands, and then we also have the Seven of Cups here. This is kind of like an overall energy of you kind of resorting back to that overall energy of, what am I doing here? Why do I keep putting up with this? Like, it does kind of have that feel to it, Scorpio. It does. I don't know. It's like, it's a difficult situation. Like I said, love, man, sometimes it makes us do some crazy shit, right? But I feel like that's what it is. You know, I just feel like it's the love that you have for this person that continues to keep you here. One thing that I do like is that there is hope in sight, right? There is hope in sight, you know, to the point where this person's kind of recognizing that they need to kind of grow up a little bit. Because I feel like the way that this person has been within this dynamic that they share with you, it's just kind of making like things that much more challenging and that much more harder, especially for you, right? And it could have a lot to do with the things that they say to you, the things that they do while being in this dynamic that they share with you. You know what I mean? And they're kind of realizing on their own that they really need to kind of grow up, because if they don't, the likelihood of them losing you, it's very possible to happen. Granted, they're getting their way with you this time around, but there is no telling if they're going to get their way with you the next time around. You know what I mean? So then there's that. Any advice? So we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And then we also have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. You know what? I just noticed this. For some of you, you could very well be holding on to this person because a lot of you feel like you may not be able to go out there and find better. I am kind of getting that for some of you. I just noticed it. It just slapped me in the face all of a sudden. And if that's the case where you're holding on to this person and this relationship and putting up with everything that comes with this person out of fear that you're not going to find anything better than this person, with forgiving and learning, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments and stay optimistic about your love life. If that is the case where you're clinging on to someone because you think or feel like you can't necessarily find anything better than this, it's basically encouraging you that you can. So don't hold on to this person and continue to put up with this person's nonsense out of fear that you're not going to find anything better than this person. Now, for those of you, because I do feel like there's a reconciliation happening here between you and this person, A lot of forgiveness needs to honestly take place here in order for the two of you to be able to move forward and have a successful relationship with one another. So a lot of forgiveness definitely needs to take place here, because I feel like this person has made a lot of mistakes while being involved with you, and they've hurt you in the process. So a lot of forgiveness needs to honestly take place here in order for you guys to move forward here. And it's going to take some time, dude. It's going to be a process. It's not going to be an overnight thing. But a lot of forgiveness needs to take place nonetheless. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. Also, too, for those of you who want to follow me on Instagram, it is linked in the description box down below. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully it helped, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.